Kaizer Chiefs and Nokia are on the same WhatsApp group. My name is Sanele, and please subscribe to the channel. And why do I say Kaizer Chiefs and Nokia are on the same WhatsApp group? Right. We all know Nokia. You know Nokia mobile phones. Nokia came out. You know, I think it was back in 2002, but I was still very young, and some of you guys watching this might still remember when Nokia came out. You know, with the 3310. They came up with Nokia. What you call this other Nokia, man, that the ones that you used to open. I cannot remember the names, but it was all about Nokia. You know, you find, you know, those business guys and women, businessmen and women, most of them were using Nokia back then, you know, and big businesses were using Nokia, you know. And Samsung came in. The first Samsung phone that I had, I think it was an Samsung, what you call E250, for those of you guys who still remember E250. I used to love that phone, man. Anyways, so things started happening, you know, it's a very, very rough market. You know, when you talk about markets, the markets, you know, there's a market for food, there's market for oil, there's market for music, there's market for different things. And there's a market for mobile phones, there's market for electronics. So from what I've been observing, and if you agree or disagree, please tell me in the comments that you do agree with me that Nokia has taken a fall in the past, let's say past 4 or 5 years, you know, because we've seen a lot of new phones coming in. Samsung is doing well, you know, the introduction of Huawei or Hawaii, however you want to pronounce it. Some people prefer saying, or some people will correct me and say, I have to say it's Huawei. I don't know, long as I can write it down, you understand? So the China guys, they came in, they introduced their phones, and Oppo also is currently out, and Apple iPhones are doing very, very, very well in South Africa where I am. I don't know wherever you're watching from, but Apple is doing very, very well, you know, with the innovations and all that. And apparently Nokia is nowhere to be found. As much as they're not really losing in the sales, because I also checked their sales, you know, for the past 5 years, it's not doing well, but we cannot say they're losing that much of their sales. But obviously compared to other companies or their competition, they're not doing very well, you know, when you're comparing to Samsung, when you're comparing to Huawei, iPhone and stuff. Because I mean, at this point we're expecting Nokia to be doing very, very, very well in the industry of electronics. Remember, we're talking about Kaizer Chiefs and Nokia, right? So where am I going with all this, right? Kaizer Chiefs is a football team, or is a registered football enterprise, and it's owned by a gentleman that I really respect, Ubaba Mtaung. I really respect the guy, and he's done a lot for South African football. But now, if you look at Kaizer Chiefs, and if you look at how they've been successful in the past and the seasons in the past, it's more like the same with Nokia. If you look at the past 5-6 years back, even 7 years, you know, Kaizer Chiefs hasn't won anything for the past 5 seasons or 5 years? Nothing. Right, I'm not here to talk down on Kaizer Chiefs. I'm not here to promote Orlando Pirates. I'm not here to promote Sundowns. I'm not a fan of any of those teams. I might be a fan of Kaizer Chiefs. That's why maybe I'm doing this video here. You understand? And remember, my name is Sanele. I'm just here to share my thoughts and views with you guys. And please subscribe to the channel if you find value in the video and learn anything, or if you agree or disagree with me, please, man, just subscribe to the channel. So now, in South Africa, we have our league, which has like 16 teams. And if you ask any Orlando Pirates supporter, you ask any Mamelodi Sundowns supporter, even if you ask people from Africa, you know, out of South Africa, our African brothers, they'll tell you that Kaizer Chiefs at this moment, we're expecting Kaizer Chiefs to be doing what Mamelodi Sundowns is doing. Why am I saying that? Kaizer Chiefs is one of the most richest South African football team at the moment. Even if you can go back to last year or the year before, you can go back and back, you'll see that Kaizer Chiefs is one of the richest football teams in South Africa. They even call it Facility FC. They call it Facility FC. When you go to Facebook and start reading comments, people call it Facility FC. Why? Because when Al Ahly had to come and play with Mamelodi Sundowns, one of their CAF games, they used Kaizer Chiefs facilities as their training facility. And apparently, it's a long story between the rivalry between Mamelodi Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs, and Orlando Pirates, including now Al Ahly. It's a very, very funny and weird, and it's something that we enjoy as football lovers. The rivalry between those four teams. But now, Al Ahly out of the picture, we're focusing on Kaizer Chiefs. At the moment, we're focusing on South African football, and why I see a very, very sad decline in Kaizer Chiefs, and I compare it with Nokia. Kaizer Chiefs, as I said, it's one of the top richest South African teams. I can say Mamelodi Sundowns is one of the richest, Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. Those three teams here, I'm not saying they make up South African football, because obviously we have more teams. We have like 16 teams in South Africa. So there are good players and good managers in different teams. But let us focus on those three now. Let us look at what Mamelodi Sundowns has been doing in the past that Kaizer Chiefs is not doing. And let us take that and look at how did Nokia decline. And those are, I'll just give you 4 main factors that got Nokia to where it is right now. Number 1, intense competition. When there's too much competition in your market, be it at work, be it in school, be it maybe in sales, be it anywhere. If there's competition and you don't want to compete enough, you don't want to show that, say, I'm here, guys. This is who I am. I'm here to win. I'm here to be number 1. Nokia wasn't showing that. So Samsung came in. Boom. They won some of the sales from Nokia. Huawei came. They took some of the sales from Nokia. Oppo is coming up. They're taking some of that share. You cannot eat the whole pie alone, Nokia. So this is what these guys here are doing. Obviously, Apple, iPhone, with all the innovations and stuff, they came and they took everything away from Nokia. Right? The second point is late adoption of smartphones. That's what Nokia failed to do. They were late in adopting, meaning in adopting with like the way new phones were coming up. Now we don't want to push our phones like you don't want to push them like this. We want to have it like flat screen and all that. So it took time for Nokia to adjust to all that. The third point is obviously lack of innovation. It's more like the second point, not innovating enough to beat your competition. Number 4 is failure of adopting to new markets. Now remember, Nokia was still focusing on the older generation, the business guys and all that, while the new generation is coming up and they're like, oh, I love what Samsung is doing with their new phones. I love what Huawei is doing with their new phones. I love the space, the GP. I love the different stuff, the earpods that will come with the phone. Different things to promote your phone. Nokia wasn't innovating enough. Now back to Kaizer Chiefs. What Kaizer Chiefs is doing, same 4 points. Same 4 points. Lack of intense competition. There's too much competition in South African football. Too much competition for players. Football teams are competing to get the best player in that certain position. So now what will happen is Mamelodi Sundowns have the money. If they see a youngster is coming up, they'll buy him. Be it from Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, Stellenbosch, Super Sports, they'll buy him. Baroka, they'll buy this youngster. Even if it's not a youngster, but if they need him, they'll buy him. Because why? They have the money. Kaizer Chiefs also has the money, but what they're not doing, they're not raising their hands and be like, hey, we're here to compete. They're more like saying, hey, we're here to take part in the sports and promote our brand and put our brand in a certain nickness, certain necks and stuff. I'm sure you get what I mean, because they apparently they've partnered with the I don't know which brand is it for chips, you know, this nicknames and stuff. You understand? They're more like promoting the Kaizer Chief brand. You understand? Lack of adoption to the current way of doing things in football. That's more like what Nokia failed to do, to adopt to the new smartphones which are coming up. So Kaizer Chiefs is not adopting to what other teams are doing. You know, other teams are. You find other teams are like, I'll give you a typical example. When pre-season Orlando Pirates, I'm using Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns because obviously there's a rival between the three teams. So for those of you guys who are watching from out of South Africa, so you can have an understanding of where I'm coming from with all these teams here. Orlando Pirates is a rivalry of Kaizer Chiefs. And during the preseason for this season year which we are in right now, Orlando Pirates went to Spain for their preseason training and matches and all that, to make sure that the players are aware of which style the coach wants, how to play, you know, so that you can get the players to gel together. I don't know where Kaizer Chiefs went. Maybe they went to Botswana, maybe they went to Mozambique. I don't know where they went. But for Orlando Pirates going to Spain and doing their pre-season sessions there, that tells you that they want to play that tiki-taka soccer. You understand? They want to play. They want to. We saw that in the MTN finals. We saw that, you know, they're very good with the passes. Because why? They took they took, you know, they adopted to the style of the coach. Okay, this is what our coach wants from us. Let us give the money to the coach so that he can do whatever he want to do, so that he can adopt, the players can adopt to the style of the player, of the coach. So they went to Spain, they started, you know, they learned a lot from Spain. Lack of innovation. Kaizer Chiefs is not innovating anything. Kaizer Chiefs is not innovating anything. You tell me in the comment sections what Kaizer Chiefs has innovated in the past 4 seasons. Past 4 seasons, what has Kaizer Chiefs innovated? Like, you sit down as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, as a Kaizer Chiefs member, you're like, but at least we've innovated 1, 2, 3. Tell me in the comment section, what has Kaizer Chiefs innovated? I don't want to tell you what Mamelodi Sundowns has innovated. We can see. I don't want to tell you what Orlando Pirates has been innovating in the past season. We can see. You understand? Failure of adopting to the market. There are a lot of new things which are happening in the market of football. But it's so sad that Kaizer Chiefs management is not adopting to that. No disrespect. I'm not here to talk down on Kaizer Chiefs. I'm just here to share my thoughts, my views, and probably or maybe my feelings to this whole Kaizer Chiefs thing. You know, it's so sad when you see a coach, Mole Fenseki, our coach at Kaizer Chiefs, when you see him leaving the pitch and people are throwing stones, throwing bottles at him and stuff. That's very sad for our soccer, for our football in South Africa, and for the image of South African football in the world. That's very, very wrong. But now again, if your customers are not happy with whatever you're selling them, what you'll get, what are you expecting from them? People are spending thousands to buy the Kaizer Chiefs t-shirts, the magarabas, spending money going to stadiums, you know. And please, if you are a Kaizer Chiefs fan watching this, I'm not here to talk down on Kaizer Chiefs. I'm just here to tell you that Kaizer Chiefs and Nokia are in the same WhatsApp group. And if Kaizer Chiefs is not waking up, a lot of sales will decline on the site. Sales of the t-shirts, you know, all the hoodies and whatever they're selling. Sales of the tickets will decline. They'll produce angry supporters. Because I mean, if I come to your shop and I buy something and I'm not happy with that, what I'll do? I'll be a very, very angry customer to you. You understand? And I don't want to say it's a fact, but Kaizer Chiefs is one of the. You disagree with me? I'm saying it here. Kaizer Chiefs is the most supported, has the most supporters in South Africa compared to other teams. Be it Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, but Kaizer Chiefs has the most supporters in South Africa. So, closing this video here, if Kaizer Chiefs doesn't smell the coffee anytime soon, Need I say more? A lot will come out from their games. A lot. We'll see a lot of crazy things happening in stadiums. Because guess what? Most people are no more buying Nokia now. So, I don't know. My name is Sanele, as I said. Subscribe to the channel, please. And hopefully things will change at Naturena. Hopefully things will change at Nokia. Having said that, guys, my name is Sanele. Peace. Innovate Kaizer Chiefs. Innovate Nokia. You know, bring in young, fresh blood. Bring in your ex legends. Just like, to tell you the truth, Kaizer Chiefs, copy and paste what Mamelodi Sundowns is doing. Peace. I'm out. I'll see you in the next video.